I think I figured out the problem. You see, our power situation, our power junction is not actually connected to the network. So now it's connected. So now, in theory, this thing should work. If we pull it back down, we should get... Yes! Look, here is an inventory of everything we have. What's up, people? I'm Zog, and welcome back to FTBIEEMS. Yeah. That's basically what it is. Now, what that stands for is Feed the Beast, Infinity Evolved, Expert Mode Skyblock. I told you it was a long name. But anyway, as you see here, I do actually have the power line. So many of you have been telling me to do this. That is kind of ridiculous. I told you guys when I started that I was not worried about the power. The only thing that I was worried about was the plutonium that we're going to get from those depleted fuel rods. But everybody told me to do it, so I figured I might as well go ahead, because it is good to have the power. And it's yeah. I figured I might as well. Just to stop people from complaining. Now, 135 EU, you might be wondering why I'm using these guys right here. And that's because 1 EU is 4 RF, which means we have over 405, a big number of RF. Now, we're actually losing a little bit of it in you know, whatever. Because 135 and 135 is 270 or whatever. Right? Did I do that math properly? Yeah, I think so. But anyway, and these guys can only hold 256. So we're losing a little bit of power, but that little tiny itty bit, not really going to matter too much. It's not really going to do anything for us. So I've been working on some things, a little bit of thing, not too much things. Not too many things. You see these guys, you're still, still getting me some gold chipsets. And the reason for that is because today we're going to do something that I was hesitating to do. See, my chests are now all lined up. That's because we're going to work on something. And this is another reason why I did hook up the power. Because what we're about to do actually does require some power. Oh, look, our boots broke. I bet you we have some more down here in the chest. This is just a bet. It may not be a thing. Do we? Oh, look at that. Look, we have some more boots. Alright, so anyway, what we're doing today is a little bit of logistic pipes. Logistics pipes. Now, I was kind of hesitating. I was resisting this because people were telling me all the time, you can't get to this, you can't do, you know, and then one of my buddies with Basilisk, he's like, I'd be surprised if you could do it. Which, you know, he didn't say I couldn't. And this is important. He didn't say I couldn't. He knows it's possible. He just knows how tedious and crappy of an experience it would be if you did. And this is something that I began to realize with how much plutonium we're going to need. It's going to take a very long time, which means the amount of chests we have now will probably, I don't know, about double if we don't do some kind of inventory management system. So we're going to go ahead and hook this up. I have decided we're going to do this. Logistics. Also, World Download was provided in the last episode, and I kind of didn't mention it too much. There was an interruption, basically, is what it was. And the reason that there was a little bit of an interruption like that is just because I had forgotten about it. Like, I planned on doing it long before I even recorded the episode. Episode 30 is just an even number. It was good, and it was still waiting a little while for me to actually get some stuff set up, so we didn't have to worry about all the beginning things or whatever. So I was kind of like, okay, you know, that's pretty good. So I did that, and then I was in the process of recording the episode. I had totally forgotten that was a thing we were going to do. So interruption. But anyway, so we're here and we're doing this thing now. What we're going to do is I'm going to place these guys. I know that the logistic pipes, first and foremost, this is not where they're going to stay. This is not where logistic pipes are going to, well, logistic pipes might stay here, but as soon as we get to AE2, everything's going to be moved around. You know, we're not going to have these chests and things anymore. We're going to have this stuff consolidated, but for now, we're going to have everything right here. And with the logistic pipes, I can actually continue stacking these guys higher and just attach the pipes to them, because I'll be able to request things that I want from a little thing right over here that we're going to set up. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's pretty handy, but you do need power for logistics pipes. And we're going to put the power block right there so it can go ahead and start collecting while we're building the rest of things. So we're going to go ahead. We got to put this stuff up top over here first and foremost. And then we're going to go down over here like there. And then we're going to walk right over it, and we're going to go like this. And then we're going to, oh wait. We have this thing providing power. I guess we could come from here because this one's already, you're providing it directly to what? Something. I don't know what you're providing it to. But I think we're just going to take off of this guy. I think that's what we're going to do. So we came from here. I guess we'll put one right here. Now, this whole area is a huge cluster of what the crap is going on. These two right here are just cluttering, but that's coming from the nuclear reactor. This guy had to go way out here and be sporadic because this guy straight to this one, it was obstructed. We couldn't do that because I think the sag mill right here. So we had to put one out and then go over, which isn't a huge deal, I hope. But we already have a huge amount of these daggone connectors anyway, so that it is what it is. But yeah, and then this guy right here is going to be connecting. Hopefully we have enough. One here to here, and one here to here, and then one here to here, and then one from here to here, and one from here to here. Are you gaining power? Oh, look at you gain power pretty quick. That's awesome. I love that. All right, so it's probably draining the crap out of that thing right now. But we do have our nuclear reactor going, so hopefully it's not. I don't know. It's only 256 RF a tick if it is going at max speed. And that might be going max speed. I'm not sure. Yeah, this guy's, it's being taken out of, but it's not losing power. So we're good. We're doing pretty good. I should be able to keep it charged without a problem. The only problems that we'll probably have with this is once we start using other machines in the area that are actually also attached to that, which I can't really tell. I'm kind of clustering that area up, so I can't really tell what's connected and what isn't. But now that we have the power, the other thing we need are a bunch of these unrouted transport pipes and logistics pipes. Now we're going to want a bunch of these, but not a huge amount. I know we need at least 18 of these because we have 18 chests. Now what we're going to do with these are basic things. We need some of the chassis ones. We're going to get the chassis number 2 with a bunch of iron. We're going to get these guys because they allow you to have 2 modules inside, which will allow us to automatically sort items inside of these guys as well as request items. And I'll get to all that a little bit later, but we do need to craft these things up. So we need a whole bunch of the basic ones here, which I do have the diamonds, I have the cobblestone, I have the golden chipsets, and I have the redstone torches. And I'm also grinding up the obsidian, which should be done by now. And then we can go ahead and induction smelt a few things in here in order to get some more stuff. Now, this is a 4-to-1 ratio, which means we need 16 of these guys. Yep, got it, done, go. Now, we should get, I don't know how many we get at a time, but I know we need, we don't need too much of this, because we get 8 pipes per, right? Yeah, we get 8 for 2, and we get 2 a piece, so we're going to have 32 of these. And we need 8, 16, we need 3 batches. So after this one right here, we should be good, and we can just get started on things. If we need more, we can come back for it. What else do we need? Oh my goodness, look at all the cable, this power lines. If this were a real life thing, wouldn't be like electrocuted because we're touching the ground and the power lines at the same time? I'm glad RF isn't regular electricity, since that would probably be, we'd be dead by now. We would be electrocuted. So we do need a bunch of these guys. We should have everything. We don't have the chipsets right now, but we do now. Hopefully we do have everything else, right? We got the yogurt. We should. I believe we should. Oh, we didn't make the pipes yet. Hold on. Let's do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do this because we need some of the cobblestone transport pipes as well. Let's do 4. Do we need 4? We might need more than 4 actually. But we're trying to conserve stuff because we don't have a whole lot of glass. We need to get a better glass production up and running. That's going to be one of our tasks in the future. But we'll work on that later. For now, There's the cobblestone transport pipes, right? Yep. And then we need the diamond ones. We already have 5 of these, so let's go ahead and make all 5. And then we can just use them later. I'm sure we'll have some use for them in the future. I just don't know what it is at the moment. Now we can make 4 batches. Perfect. We now have 32 of these, which means we have extras, which is exactly what we wanted. Now we need to make these guys, which means I need to go ahead and turn these into some panes. We need some panes. And we get 8 for very, very, very cheap. So let's just go ahead and make a bunch of those guys. And we should be pretty much set. Oh, wait. We need to make the chassis. Chassis MK2 is just a bunch of that, which we can also do really quick. How many of these can we make with our current supplies? This. 32! We can make all of them. We don't need that many. Let's just make the 18 that we know we want. And then we'll save the rest for later. We can always make more if we need them. Now we're going to head over. Now, I don't know why I said it like that. Now, what we need to do is go ahead and hook all of these chassis. The chassis. I know it's chassis. Chill, people. Chill. English is a strong suit of mine. It's chassis, but it's spelled weird. So chassis. It's a chassis MK2. I guess we'll put all of these on the right side of the chest. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Nah. Okay. Nope, we're working on it. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, peeps. Do not worry about it. Okay. Oh, continuing. Continuing! Okay, there we go. Now we have all 18 of those guys. And what we need to do rather, is connect all of them up with unrouted. I don't believe we need anything else. I think unrouted will be fine. And we don't need to connect anything but just the tops, because they're all basically connected. Just with these. We don't have to do the bottoms as well, which is good. A few more. Now, the unrouted are like the basic cables. These are the ones that don't do anything, and they're only meant to connect individual pieces of the network. The chassis are configurable, which I don't have the wrench on me right now, but we can go in there and we can check them out here in a little while. But basically, it offers 2 slots for modules, and the modules can do a lot of different things, and we'll get into those in a little bit. The one I'm using at the moment is not going to be... It's not an in-depth or complex system. You can make some very, very, very complex systems. I know Cribs did one in the Riotcraft's FTB series. He did a very, very, very complex logistics pipe thing. It was wicked. That thing was crazy, but it also lagged out a lot. So it was kind of, it was a trade-off, but it was definitely very, very, very cool to see. In any case, now that we have all of these, we need to make the modules themselves. And there's 2 of them that we want. We have the sync. Okay, if I type in sync, will it pull them up? It will. Look at this. Okay, then there's polymorphic item sync. These are the ones that I want. There are a lot of them. Item sync can throw anything into anything. I think if it... I'm not 100%. I don't know what... Bee sync, that's something with bees, I'm sure. Mod base, this separates items into their mod, which makes sense because that's what it is. Ordic, same deal. It's or dictionary separating. This one's thalmic aspect. Oh, that's cool. We can do logistics pipes aspect control, which is really interesting. Enchantments, that'd be handy. We'll have to see what some of these other ones are. Maybe not. Depends on how quickly we get into AE2. AE2 is definitely my preferred thing. Item sync is basically your basic one, right? This just allows you to put things into a chest. And then this one is where the specific controls come into play. So we need to get one of these guys. Couple of redstone, couple of orange dye, not a problem. Iron gear, we can make that guy. We can do a metal press. We don't have a metal press. That or just a casting table. We're going to have to do cast. I'm not a big fan of Tinkers, and I've been using Tinkers a lot here recently. But we do need these guys, and we need 18 of these, and we need 18 provider modules. We don't need, we don't need the MK2. I'm not going to worry about that. So we need 18 gold gears, 18 iron gears, 36 orange dye, 36 blue dye, 36 plus 36 redstone, and 36 blank modules. we got a lot of stuff to make. So I'm going to go ahead and make all this stuff. Here, I think that was everything that you wouldn't know how to make. It's just this guy and the gear. And the gears, you know. All right, so yeah, that's the only recipe you don't know. We just need a couple pieces of paper, redstone, and gold nugget. I can get all that stuff. Just might be a little bit of a pain in the butt. A little bit, maybe, possibly. All right, so yeah, I'm going to make all this stuff, and I'll see you back in a little bit once I have those modules done, and we can start putting them into places. Hey, chicken. How are you? Okay, and a bunch of crafting later, we finally have all of the gold and iron gears and all of the dye, because we had those special little flower things. Like if we push R on this guy, we have these guys. I just bone mealed a bunch to get the dye. Not a huge deal. The lapis wasn't a problem because we get that from sieving things. And yeah, so what we need to do now is go back to logistics. Now, what we want are the polymorphic item sync modules. We want 18 of these. We have 14. Why do we only... Oh, we need more redstone. Okay. No. This is fine. This is okay. We have plenty of redstone to go around, at least for this purpose. We do. The other thing I'm curious about is if the logistics pipes can interact and detect inventories of drawers. Now, I would assume that you have to hook it into the drawer controller, and the drawer controller would tell the logistics pipe system, you know, what each of them are. What? Speak words, Zog. Speak proper English. I assume the drawer controller is what would tell the logistics network what you have in the drawer controller network. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyway, there we go. 18. Bam. Done. Now, we also need the provider. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. Nope. Yep. You are the one we want, and we should have enough for 18 of those. Now, what we can do, now that we have our crescent wrench, this is what I was telling you about. You right click, and you have room for 2 of these. So can we just shift and it puts 1 in there? 1 and 1. Bam. I want that one like that. Okay, good. Now, you see this. We can click on this to do certain things. Now, in this case, we don't want to do anything. Leave first stack. No. Leave last stack. Leave first stack. 1 item per stack. That's what we want. That way, the polymorphic item sync module will be able to tell. Now, what this guy does right here, and this is going to require us to actually set up our chests and everything. But basically, what it does is it says, okay, if there are oak wood planks in here, then you can stash oak wood planks in this chest. If that makes any sense. It uses the current inventory to determine whether or not an item can go into that same chest. So if we put a piece of iron, a piece of gold, a piece of lead, and a piece of whatever else in here, those are the only items that would automatically be put into the system when you use some kind of extractor module on this other chest area thing. So that's pretty much what we're looking for. That's what we want to happen. Now, I do need to go ahead and put these guys into the next slots. Let's go ahead and set these up a little bit better. If we go, oh, wait, we got to do that for both of them. I forgot. Bam, bam. Okay. And then this guy. Bam, bam. So the other thing that we're going to try to do is a remote ordering system. And that's using the, remote orderer. I got both of these, right? Yeah, okay. And I'm not 100% sure on how to use this when we also want to... Well, I guess we're not going to be extracting from the same chest. So we're going to have to set up a different chest somewhere else where we can like drop all of our items from our inventory that we want automatically sorted into this. That is definitely something we want. I love the idea of a drop chest. So we're going to have to set that guy up as well. So we're going to work on that. Also, there's this thing about a default route, which we got to work on and see about. We don't have... I don't think we want any kind of default route. The default route should be the chest. Because if it doesn't see any available chests that an item can go into, then it just won't even move it at all. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it won't. Especially, well, if there was a default route set up, then it would. But for example, let's get a basic so I can show you about this default route thing that I'm talking about. If you put down a default route, you see these little green things right here. This is an endpoint or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. But the green dots, I guess the red too, actually, now that I think about it, are what tell, it's how you tell whether or not it's a basic, but obviously you have the tooltip too. I don't know. What do you get what I'm saying? Now, you see right here, this is default route. We can just set that to yes. If there was a chest on the back of here, any item that can't fit into anywhere else would go into that chest because it is declared as the default route. And yeah, so you get the idea. But if all we have is a drop chest somewhere, then I'm pretty sure the items will just stay in that same drop chest. So then we can determine later and sort them and do what we got to do, and it'll be fine. I think that's how that would work. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, now that we have all of the modules in here, we have this chest here, and we need to get the remote orderer. There it is. It's somewhere. I saw it. That's remote order. Is that it? I thought it was a different color. Maybe it's not. No, this is the one. That's the one. Okay, I just clicked again. But anyway, so the way we get this guy is actually pretty cheap. It's really not all that difficult. Because what we do, bam, ender pearl, basic logistics pipes, which like I told you, we made extra of anyway, and a piece of redstone. So now we should be able to do this. Put this guy down right there, and then put this guy down. Now, I don't know if this guy can be configured or not. How do you work? Oh, yeah, so you just don't, it doesn't matter. Like, I can't even get into the thing. I'm sure there's probably a way to do it. I know there is a device. There is this guy. I don't know what this guy does. It's a pipe controller. I'm not sure what it does. I don't know what its use is, which is kind of unfortunate. But in any case, we do need 2 more golden gears. So we're going to head back over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's 8. Bam. Done deal. And then we need to get back out our gear module. Gear casting plate. What are they called? Head casts. They're just casts. Casts. So they're melting up. And as soon as they are done, we need to go ahead and get this guy, which is 2 diamond gear and 4 glass. Now we're going to have to get that, but we have the 4 glass. That is regular glass, right? Yeah, there's regular glass and 2 diamond gears. Diamond gears are just 4 diamonds around the outside of a gold gear, so we shouldn't have any problem. This guy's already hooking us up with the gears. Auto stuff. That's how I got the 18 of each. I just kind of sat here and right-clicked once they hardened. Bam, done. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and get 4 diamonds, and actually the diamonds are over here. And these are the ones we're going to use to test and whether or not the drawer controllers and drawer situation can actually be hooked into a logistics system. Because I think it would be pretty cool to know that answer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 8, right? Yep, we have 8. All right, cool. Now we're going to head back over here to our crafting table. Craft table thing. Oh, wait. Nope. That was wrong. Do this. Bam, bam. Okay. Now, oh, look. We have a chest attached. That's pretty handy. You and you, and then you guys like a so. Do we? Let's make it blue. Uh-huh. Oh, that's a terrible color, blue. We want, like, teal. I wanted this color. What color are you? Light blue. That's the one I want. Oh, look. I have bone meal right here. Let's just do this. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Yay! Now it's a light blue color. Okay, so do I have to, like... Oh, it's connected. What? It's connected to pipe. Connected to pipe. How do we... What? Why you no work? I gotta figure out how to make this thing work. Because I don't know. Remote orderer logistics pipe. Did I get the wrong one, maybe? Fluid. That's pretty cool. We can do fluid things. That's pretty interesting. Inventory system container. B-Sync. B-Analyzer provider. Remote order. They have crafting things in here too, which is really cool. I don't really know. I gotta figure this out. I think I figured out the problem. You see, our power situation, our power junction is not actually connected to the network. So now it's connected. So now, in theory, this thing should work. If we pull it back down, we should get... Yes! Look, here is an inventory of everything we have. Oh, look, scroll wheel affects the number. Now, this thing is like wicked. Pop-up? No. Yeah, we don't want the pop-up. Because what the pop-up does is, like, we request 7. No, we only have 4. Let's go down. 4. Request. Do you want to request? No. Request successful. It just told us that the request was successful. And now if we take a look in here, we have the 4 rubber wood. So everything is working already, which is really good. Now, the only issue with this is that we have no idea what's in any chest. We can request things, though, which is very, very handy. But we want... Would you find empty space in some chest somewhere? Thank you. Now we have a remote orderer. Now, eventually, we are going to be hooking this up to an ender chest and then connecting an ender pouch to it. But if you take a look at the ender chest, it's not something we can make very quickly. We can get it because it's just wool. Iron chests, not a problem. Crushed obsidian, also not a problem. All of that's easy enough, but this guy requires 4 eye of ender, not too big a deal. Enderium nugget. I don't know if I have any enderium anywhere. Is there a search module for this thing? Can we just like search? We can. Endear. We do have a few enderium, so that wouldn't be a problem. Oh, I love it already. Look, I can search for stuff. Oh, that's amazing. All right, so anyway, we do have the enderium there, but we don't have this. We need 4 enderium ingots for this, and we only have 3 or 2 or whatever number that said. We also need the emerald chipset. In other words, we have to work on this a little bit. But once we do, we're going to get that. The ender pouch is actually very cheap. A lot cheaper than I thought it would be. This guy right here, ender pearl, 3 leather, 4 blaze powder, and a wool. That is actually very, very handy. So once we can make the ender chest, which I will be working on probably off camera, because a lot of that stuff, the resonant, let's see. What are you called? Resonant machine frame is actually something we've done a few times already. So I'm just going to go ahead and craft that guy up. Dense refined iron. Other than that, it's just enderium nuggets, eyes of ender, which we're going to need some more enderium for the enderium gear inside of here anyway. But once I craft all this stuff, I'm going to go ahead and hook that up. So in the next episode, we are likely going to have this. Not guaranteed, but likely this will be an ender chest, and we'll have an ender pouch already attached. So that way, anytime we need to remote order anything, we can be like, oh, look, I need blah, 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 some wood. I need you. Give me 10 of them. Request it. Done. Oh, yeah, we don't want the pop-up. Forgot about that. And then we can easily go into our ender pouch and just retrieve them as soon as they are sent there. And it's going to be very, very handy because it will be a remote thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic, and I cannot wait for that because it's great. Also, we're going to have an ender chest, so I'm going to have to make 2 of them. And we're going to hook up a thing on the other side over here so that we can also deposit any items we don't need, and they will all be automatically sent into the appropriate chest. These are all things that may or may not be done in the next episode. I'm not sure. We do have a few empty ones. We have a bunch of full ones. Organization is going to be a pain in the neck. But we do got to get it done. We do have to do this. Oh, whoa, whoa. I already have one? Oh, that is handy as anything. Look at... Oh, I love myself sometimes. You know, it comes to my attention that we might just want to make a bedroom somewhere. Our bed has been there since, like, ever since we made this new area around this plains area. Like, it's been there for, like, what, 20 episodes at least? Maybe more. But anyway, so, change of plans. We, turns out you get 8 of these, and I did not even see that, which means we don't have to worry about, you know, making enough. We have plenty of ender chest capabilities now. We can just go like this. Oh, wait, we don't have all of it yet. Crushed obsidian I need to go get, but I can make 6 of these guys in preparation. Now we can go over and get our... I meant to grab them, but I forgot. It's a thing that happens sometimes. So now that we have 8 of these guys, now we can go back again. Yes, I know there's some pulverized obsidian or crushed obsidian or something in there. That's fine. It's just kind of a thing. Now, we can go ahead, and then go like this, and then this, and we have 2 of them. We have 2! But not only that, but wait, there's more. We have this and this. Oh, one? What? Whoa. Oh, right. Okay. I didn't request the other leather that we have. We only had 2 leather in our system, so we had to get that. Request both of those guys. I'm getting pretty good at it. You can see it fly down. It's pretty cool. It's a cool little... What? Oh, there it is. It sent them separately. That was interesting. It must have come from like 2 different chests or something. But anyway, so we'll go like this, and like this, and like this, and bam. Now we have 2 bags and 2 ender chests. Now we can go ahead and remove this guy. You are empty. Yes. Okay. Now we haven't set up the other guy yet. But like I said, off camera, I'm going to be organizing all the chests and everything. It's going to be a very long and tedious process, and there really isn't much of a reason for, Our request chest is going to be light blue. And by the way, if you didn't know that, ender pouch, hold it in your hand, shift right click on a chest, and that's how you link it to an ender chest. So now both of these actually have the same things in it. So if I go like this, I'll be able to see those and take them out. And if I go back over here, you see it, and you see it. Yep, you get it. Now, ender chest stuff. Now, the other one is going to go over here, and I like I said, I need to set up the situation going on over here. Is F7 pressed? Is this torch even required? Apparently it's not. I didn't see any X's show up. So we have a redundant torch anyway. We don't need to worry about it. And now this guy's going to stay white, white, white. Usually in all my series, I have the deposit chest go, the universal deposit chest that goes into my system be white, white, white. It's just kind of what I normally do. So that's what we're going to stick with again this time. But our supply chest is going to be this. And then we have this guy. So we can remote order stuff from pretty much anywhere. And we can go into our ender pouch and pick it up from anywhere. So now we don't have to worry about coming back to our chest situation ever. We can just order everything straight from here. For example, we can go like this, be like, I need 6 of those, request them. And we can just kind of sit here and wait for it to pop up into our ender pouch. And we have them ready and good to go. It's pretty amazing. I love it. I love this system already. I'm so happy that this is done, sort of kind of done. Organizing chests. That's what I need to do in order to get everything working properly. And once I do, we'll investigate in the next episode, and I'll check it out, and we'll see what's going on. But that's about all I have for this episode. It's about all the time I have left, peeps. So if you did like it, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more, you want my videos sent directly to you, then don't forget to subscribe. Comment, favorite, share if you feel like you want to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Lots of dirt. Thank you.